Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week.
Take two.
Ladies and gentlemen, both and neither, welcome to that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I am joined by I should tell you my name. I'm Sizemore. You're not going to matter. It's just memes. We're just comedians playing show and tell with memes. And I'm joined by my beautiful co-host, dialing in from the cornfield just over to the left of me, Andrew Teedy.
Like and subscribe for the algorithm. And to quote my favorite movie, Clerks, I'm not even supposed to be here today.
And coming in from the left coast, Brain Damage.
I'm pretty sure
Hot
I
off
said
an
that wrong.
hot off an insane comedy tour, hitting all the best clubs on all over the place. Actually, I'm not going to list them all. It's too much. We don't have enough time. And we are going to have some funny memes for you. But first, a patented, trademark, copyrighted, absolutely essential part of every single show. You know it. You love it. I'm talking about... Nope, not the playlist. The playlist is good. It's a good play. Don't get me wrong. It's shit. Where's
229 episodes, folks.
you know, it's true. It's true. The depressing news. Man, this week has been so much. So much. The president was threatening New York City. He gave $20 billion to make Argentina great again, and then gave him another 20 billion more. Meanwhile, like, farmers are not selling any soybeans to China from here in the Midwest. And by the way, Illinois is the most soybeany of the soybeany states. And we didn't sell any soybeans to China for the first time in years. All kinds of craziness going on. This guy, I don't know if you remember this, because it was a whole week ago, but Republican congressman had to call because a flag with a swastika that was displayed in his office and said it was under investigation. I don't know if you remember this, but this guy actually had a swastika flag up on his bulletin board that you could see in the back of his Zoom call. This is like on the bulletin board behind his head in the Zoom call with the red swastika right there. And, the boss is like, oh, we're going to investigate this, which just reminded me of the hot dog guy with, yeah, sure. We're all looking for the guy who did this.
Oh, shit.
And as if that wasn't bad enough, breaking news last week was that massive chat list that leaked with the Nazis and the I Love Hitlers and all the young Republicans. Right Wing Watch reports that a Vermont senator who engaged in violent, racist, and anti-Semitic Nazi group chat, Samuel Douglas, said that he and his wife have received horrific hate since their private messages were made public, and he has since resigned. Do you feel sorry for him? About 2,800, no. Nope. Fuck around and find out, punk. So that was interesting. Hey, Fox Detroit reports that a Detroit officer told to accidentally alter a crash report in a police scanner audio.
Wow.
I'm sorry?
Basically, like, his supervisor was like, well, maybe you could just call it an accident. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, just put that in your report. It's an accident.
Oh my gosh.
So, just in case you thought maybe cops were, yeah, anyway, they're still up to their old shit. What is this? Oh, that's the news. Okay, that's where you went. I wondered where you went. More of that. Really, it was just the No Kings weekend, all over the place. So many great signs. And I mean, not just the big cities. This is from LaPorte, Indiana, with 1,000 people. And I shared this specifically for you, TD, because I was like, look at that. Hoosiers have feelings too.
My people.
Right? Stop tyranny. No Kings. Impeach. Friend of the show, Stephen Abram up there in Canada says, only in MAGA world do retired folks, teachers, clergy, students, nurses, and union members at the No Kings Day rallies get called terrorists, while the Proud Boys who smeared shit on the Capitol walls get called patriots.
Yeah.
A lot of that. Saw some great stuff out in Urbana, about 1,000 of us out there. This was the one that really got me. The huge turnout in Boise, Idaho. I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's difficult to get more red than the state of Idaho. Idaho is a ruby red. And yet, that is a lot of people in Boise. And when I posted this, one of my MAGA chuds was like, AI fake. I was like, dude, there are videos. There's multiple angles. Oh my, like no amount of no amount of
Fo-
evidence.
Fox News literally said there was like 3,000 nationwide that participated in that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Absolutely insane. Anyway, so don't believe your eyes and your friends. And I was like, bro, I was at Urbana. There were 4,000 people out in Urbana. Here's a shot of some no king signs in view of Bar-a-Lago. I think it was actually from back in June, but I'll take it. Yep. The MAGA crowd seems very triggered that yesterday's protest was historic, that there were 7 million people at least all over the country marching. There were arrests made in Ohio, Kentucky, California, South Carolina, all of them MAGA chuds, people drawing guns, driving vehicles into crowds, other acts of aggression. I Googled several of them, but it got boring. Nope. None of the protesters were doing anything bad. But speaking of assholes using too much force, a U.S. citizen and Chicago resident was reportedly detained by federal immigration agents despite carrying documentation proving her citizenship. She reported the agents questioned the validity of her passport and told her that she doesn't look like her family name, Greeley.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
one of the things is that
Wow.
they have rushed the process on this so bad. They are offering all these ICE bonuses. They are lowering standards. And you remember how the president and Secretary of War Keg's Breath said that there were just too many obese guys, in the military, and they were going to have to tighten things up. Well, on ICE, they kind of loosen things up, so these guys can't run. Can't do push-ups, can't they're not trained. I think they watch like a VHS cassette on the Constitution and for about 5 minutes, and that's about it. Anyway, so they're idiots. They're putting idiots out there, and they still can't get enough.
Hey, TD, it sounds like the physical requirements for ICE are just perfect for you. You sound like you're
To
trim and
say,
fit. You're trim and fit.
I bet I could get in.
Bro,
You're trim and fit compared to the other ICE agents.
I'm
You
ready
would
to say I
definitely
have
get
enough.
in.
I have enough toes and open heart surgery, smoking heart surgery.
bro, seriously, bro, you
Ew,
should
no
get that
worries.
sign-on bonus and then just sit at home at your make work job doing nothing until you get your termination letter. And they're backed up. It could take months.
I could use a vacation.
Bro, do it. I will not be mad at you for joining ICE just to milk the money from the system. Give some to charity. All right, moving
Fair
on.
enough.
We played some Limp Bizkit in the playlist, of course, because the bassist Sam Rivers has passed away at the ripe old age of 48, which is enough to scare the shit out of all of us. In Paris, the Louvre Museum was forced to close after chainsaw-wielding thieves pulled off a 7-minute heist and escaped with jewelry worth millions. I thought this was pretty baller. Existential memes even posted, I know we're preoccupied, but everyone should know this was a successful heist. They stole the crown jewels of the French monarchy. It took 7 minutes, including threatening the guards with angle grinders, not chainsaws, and ending with them escaping on scooters.
Okay, angle grinders might even be more badass than a chainsaw.
Bro, getaway scooters. They had getaway drivers.
Well, yeah, I
On
mean, yeah, it was
scooters.
Europe. Of course, it was a scooter.
Anyway, the poster says 10 years ago, I think I'd be shocked, but now it's like, yeah, that kind of thing happens. We live in interesting times. Bad time to be a piece of art in this world. A Picasso painting worth over $500,000 vanished on its way to the Spanish Museum. The guys opened up the crates and there was nothing inside. So, whew, the art world is getting screwed, man.
Oh.
In response to all the No Kings protests, of course, President Cankled McTaco Tits, says, I can use the Insurrection Act. Yeah, because you're a dictator, because you're just insane, man. Just anyway, I don't know what to say. He's threatening force on cities, so we're gonna have to get motivated. Want to throw in some positive news. One of the founding zaddies of the
Shut up.
Blind Show. Tyler Cox, one of the funny guys who met at the Blind Pig, same place where TD and Michael and all of us met, got engaged to his lovely fiance Erin. They
Yay.
while we were doing the comedy shows. Here they are out of the popular pumpkin patch at Curtis Orchard. She said yes, and they did a bunch of fun stuff. I don't know, vows or something. I don't know, but look at this. I want to take a look at these eyes. Look at that smile. Look at these eyes and that smile. I mean, a lot of photographers will post stuff, but that's genuine. These two are genuine. Makes me ill.
Congrats, dude.
Anyway, in the name of expediency, because Aaron has accepted a position in a PhD program in Germany, Tyler and Aaron are getting married on Halloween. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Although I gotta tell you that the dress code is very confusing because they've given me no standards. They're like casual or formal, or you can wear a costume. And I'm like, God damn
Hell yeah.
it. Going on to the weather and the wind outlook, it's been like 30 and 40 mile-an-hour winds down here in the cornfields. I don't know if it's because they mowed down all the crops that the wind is just brutal, but it's been pretty intense. We are also experiencing a record drought. I just wanted to point this out here, the 4 major regions of Illinois. And this is how much rain we would need to make up for it. We've got a couple inches of rain just the other day. And they're like, yeah, ain't enough. We are in the most drought region.
Oh,
We
dude.
need 8 inches of rain to just make up for what we lost in evaporation. Very unlikely. The indications say no. Robert Anton Wilson fans with this piece of news here. The atmospheric river that is heading straight for Washington. I don't know how to describe this to my listeners at home.
Ooh, I can do it. I can do it.
It is beet red.
Yeah. Almost looks like it's
Rusty.
throbbing and got a vein in it.
Seems like it's sweeping up through Texas, where there look to be some sort of red ballish looking thing. It's sweeping up towards DC and heading right for DC. And that was the weather. Hey, I was just made aware of this this week. Do you guys know about the Mar-a-Lago face? It's a condition that apparently affects tons and tons of people in the vicinity of the Mar-a-Lago administration. This is our spokesperson, Carolyn Levitt. Used to look like a sweet, normal person. Now, look at that nose. Do you remember Michael Jackson at the end? Do you remember when he had all the work done?
Bro.
Do you see it? Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Thriller.
Yeah. Yeah, very concerning. Very concerning. Not just her, lots of them. This is Laura Bush, his daughter-in-law, who also decided to, make her lips really big and her cheekbones really big, and they all end up looking at some stage like they're morphing into a Bratz doll. That's what I see. This one, of course, Kristi Noem.
Oh.
Kristi Noem is cosplay Bratz doll, whatever. I heard today actually. I saw a sign at the No Kings protest. It said, "Kristi Noem is like a box of chocolates. They will both kill your dog."
But I didn't know they could stretch butthole skin that thin to make a face.
It's freaking crazy. It definitely seems illegal. Anyway, but yeah. Oh, Laura Loomer though. This is the one, right? I know. This is beyond a Bratz doll and into some kind of voodoo technology.
Ew.
Yeah, I remember seeing a terrifying movie with a tiny voodoo doll that had a face just like this.
What did she do to her eyebrows and her mouth and her everything?
Dude, even Michael Jackson could say that to her with a straight face. What did you do to your face? And yeah, close advisor. This is the shrunken apple-headed woman talking to the president. She's 30, by the way. She's like 30. That's 30.
No.
Like 32. Yeah, it's 32. So the rest of her life is just melting. Anyway,
Bruh.
the Mar-a-Lago face is all the rage and spreading. And of course, here we go. How about this one? This Guilfoyle, I want to say Kimberly Guilfoyle. Kimberly Guilfoyle, really interesting here. You notice that really that dude next to her, I think that might be Gavin Newsom, who she was married to before she got together with Don Jr. So just so you know, much like Chris Rock said, they argue in public, but then they go out for pancakes, just like wrestling. Just like wrestling. Gavin Newsom and the president throwing, AI liquid shit at each other all week, but they're all dating the same people and going to the same clubs, hanging out in the same saunas and looking at each other's balls. So anyway, there we go. quite the descent into inhumanity. To remind you, these people all looked human. Okay, they all looked human. Oh, we have one last reveal we should do there. How about Matt Gates? Look at that. From a normal human to a living beaver, living butthead, living butthead.
What the
Oh my
Yeah.
God, what?
Yeah.
fuck, Knuckles?
Yeah. Yeah, all just to be more attractive to the orange in the White House.
No! To
That's
what species?
Weird.
I mean, dude, the cult is real.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wow.
so be on the lookout for Mar-a-Lago face, hopefully not spreading to anyone near you. That's pretty much everything in the news, I think. I mean, really, we could, I mean, now Trump is asking for $230 million because the Department of Justice investigated him. So he wants 230 million of our tax dollars, you know, for the inconvenience, I guess. Anyway, but not enough for that. I want to tell you a story about an animal because animals are amazing. And I had such a great presentation lined up, but I got caught up. This is the Hydrocynus Goliath, also known as the Goliath tigerfish. Look at these teeth. Look at this thing. So these fish,
Ugh.
yeah, these guys, they don't just like, you know, swim in the water. They actually can jump out of the water and corkscrew. And you're like, oh, that's cool, like a flying fish. Yeah, because they eat birds. They jump out of the water, they catch birds and eat
That's
them.
a 25, 30-pound fish. That's at least a 30-pound fish.
Look at these teeth. Those teeth are just designed to just shred a little bit because they're gonna just swallow that bird whole because they're vicious. The Goliath tigerfish. I really, oh, they're in Africa. They're in Africa, so don't worry about it. But yeah, I wish you could see this thing. Jumps out of the water, mouths of fish, corkscrews, sploosh, with like 2-inch chainsaw teeth. Anyway, so that's your heartwarming animal story. Hey, doesn't live near us, so yay, birds are safe. Your birds are fine. And with that, gonna get into a nice round one, often wholesome brand, trademark pending. Steering that one to you, Brain.
Brain?
Oh, did I say? Oh, did I do it backwards? Oh, sorry. Hey, I'm just gonna let TD run my show because I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Do you want me to go?
No. TD, you're right. Yes.
Okay. Hi. Okay. Don't mind our confusion. We don't know what we're doing. We're going to do that thing that I occasionally do whenever I show up. TD's often imitated, never duplicated. Short round one brought to you by the dumbest things I could find on the internet. Okay, kicking it off here with a friend of the show. You know him, you love him, Shitpost Gateway. And if you're not following Shitpost Gateway, where are you getting your gateway for your shitpost? Elon Musk just announced that the Tesla cars will soon be able to connect with each other via Bluetooth, allowing drivers to communicate and speak with other Tesla drivers nearby. And it's a picture of some idiot driving a Tesla. And it's L Meme Plug at L Meme Plug says road rage about to be like a Call of Duty lobby.
Oh,
Yeah, oof, it's gonna be bad.
that sounds terrible. Is this the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, for second appearance of the show already from Shitpost Gateway. It's a picture of a some kind of fighter jet. I wasn't in the Air Force, so I can't tell you which kind. And it's got a list. It says World War II, World War II, World War III, and there's a little line right above that says "You are here." And then there's World War Tokyo Drift, World in War, World 7, and War 8. That's a Fast and Furious joke if I've ever seen one, folks.
That's lovely.
God, those movies are so dumb. All right, moving on. I am not even going to try to pronounce that name because I will butcher it.
Jaquel Holman.
It's got a picture of any Buc-ee's gas station / amusement park you've ever been to in your life. And outside of any Buc-ee's, there's a big bronze statue of Bucky the Beaver himself. And someone says in 5,000 years, when they find this place buried in the dirt, they're going to think we worshiped a bronze beaver. If you've ever been to Texas, that's actually an accurate statement.
People speak with great reverence about
All right, moving on.
on.
I have been to a couple Buc-ee's. They are awesome.
Sometimes they
let's
cross
see here.
state lines. They're huge.
Yes. Kyle Britton, I don't know, says breaking chicken milk has hit the shelves in Canada, and it's a bunch of cartons of eggnog. And Lord of Memes goes, why would you call it that? I mean, he's not wrong, I guess.
Dude.
I don't know. I still like eggnog anyway. Moving on. This comes from friend of the show, Renee. Hi, Renee.
Oh, hey, Renee.
It's a picture of some like turn of the century old grumpy looking lady. I probably dated her once.
Oh, God.
And she's breaking nuts or something. It says a real smart TV would increase the volume when you start eating chips. My name's Andrew Teedy, and I approve this message. Moving on.
Dude, that's hilarious. I just had that thought the other night.
Oh, there you go.
Also,
Friend of the show, Carlos West Giles. Hey, buddy. It's a picture. It's a picture of the Tangerine toddlers, fucking Gestapo, throwing a bunch of bags of leaves into the back of a van. It says ICE detains leaves as they turn brown.
oh, snap.
Moving on.
Hey, you ever hear the one about how many ICE agents does it take to turn out to change a light bulb?
No.
They don't change it. They just beat the room because it's dark.
Oh, moving on mercifully. The Geeks, Nerds, and Dorks, friend of the show, has a picture of Brad Pitt as Achilles in the movie Troy. And it says, them, your posts are offensive, and I would never share that. And it's, again, the aforementioned Brad Pitt Achilles. Me, that's why no one will remember your name. And finally, we got one more here for the often imitated, never duplicated short round one. This comes to us from crazy and funny memes, exclamation point. They repost from Meg Guyver at the Andrew Nadeau. Says her, I'll have the salad, no nuts, please. Waiter, of course. Me, it didn't say it had nuts. Her, I'm allergic, so I tell them to be safe. Me, that makes sense. Waiter, and for you? Me, steak, no bees, please.
Ah,
As a man who's allergic to bees? Yeah, that's funny.
nice.
All right, and that's all I got for the often imitated, never duplicated short round one, brought to you by the dumbest shit I could find on the internet under short notice. Over to you, Brain Damage.
Unbelievable.
T, how the fuck does that work when you got to put honey in your tea?
I'm not allergic to honey, I'm allergic to bees.
This is bullshit. One should come with the other.
It does not. It does not, believe it or not.
No pain, no gain.
All right. Let's try this out then. We're going to start with natives be like, ha 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 ha. Isaac Thomas wrote, dad bods are only cool if you take care of your kids. Nice try, you fat fucker. I like it. I take care of my kids and I'm still a fat fucker. Anyways, this one's pretty cool. It ain't very funny, except to me. It's TMNT Fans Club. Join. I didn't, but I still like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a chain with a Wu-Tang symbol, but instead of the yellow W, it is the Krang brain from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it's Wu-Tang. It should say Wu-Krang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yes. Brain, you're not the only one who appreciates this because I did join the group and I now have to strike this meme from a later round.
My bad. And also, yeah.
All right.
All right, now we've got creative ideas. We have it says it all makes sense now, and there is a clownfish labeled Nemo. And then there's a black clownfish labeled Emo.
Dude.
I don't know if that guy's really called a black clownfish, but
that's pretty cool though.
Nemo and Emo. And guess what? It's black and orange, black and orange. Yeah, I'm a Giants fan. Warriors are playing the Lakers right now. Fuck the Lakers. We'll move on. because like TD said, that was the end of our sports talk. Classic art memes, and I forgot to join and see what the rest of their page is called with that last M there. Where they have a picture of like some Renaissance Jesus type religious painting with like dudes everywhere pointing and possibly arguing, asking questions, maybe an interview. One of them asked the master, "Master, what makes us human?" And master points his finger up. He says, "Ah, selecting all the images with traffic lights."
Word.
I'm not a robot. You're a robot. All right. Burn These Memes has an AI picture of the Dora the Explorer type logo, I guess, but
Sure.
imposed is photoshopped in Nicolas Cage's face, and it says deported in 60 seconds.
Yo.
Who are the rest of these guys? Are those all Nick Cage?
Yes, that's all
Yeah.
Nick Cage.
All right. We'll move on. This one is Facebook monsters and stuff. And it's Ghidorah the Explorer, and we have a picture of Ghidorah, the three-headed dragon that faces off against Godzilla, but somebody photoshopped in Dora the Explorer's heads on all three of those dragons. Again, Ghidorah the Explorer. And speaking of my roast battle, somebody in the roast battle, one of the judges called me some kind of Dora the Explorer reference. I forget. It was pretty funny. It was way more gangster than that though, but whatever. Flavored Sarcasm says, I am not a meme thief. I'm a Facebook meme relocation and redistribution operative. All right. Luckily, I already had this one in before TD called me out about the Niners. But apparently, about 7 years ago, I posted this one. And it says, it's accurate, it's miserable, but I'm a Niner rider till I die. And here we have the 4-panel with Jason and his knife stalking, looking for his prey. And the prey's hiding behind a wall. And it says, how to catch a 49ers fan in a horror movie. And Jason's like, where is he? Where is he? And then the 3rd panel, he goes, 49ers suck! And then from behind the wall, the patron goes, at least we have 5 rings! And you see this is bad Raiders memes. Yeah, we can't help but out ourselves in that one. Yeah, it's fucked up because I have a friend that loves to make fun of Cowboys fans for not winning titles and not getting to titles. And look, I hate the Cowboys as much as the next person, but we last won in '94. They won in '95. That make no fucking sense, okay?
Dude,
87, punk.
you know, I loved it. The No Kings thing. It was like, I hate fascism and the Dallas Cowboys.
I like it.
I might have one more after this. This one's The Far Side. I joined them. I don't know how it says not to join. Maybe it's another page, but it's also from a cartoon of offthemark.com, and it is barbecue pit with some burgers just chilling on the barbecue pit, and one is headed up a ladder towards the barbecue pit, and that ladder is being held by a box of Hamburger Helper because he's helping those hamburgers.
That was actually wholesome.
And this one's going to be it for my wholesome round. It is the potentially inappropriately. I didn't read the rest of your shit. My bad. I don't remember what borrowing them. But some dude named John at Arf Measures says, Aragorn from the Lord of the Rings, you have my sword. Legolas, you have my bow. Gimli, and my axe. Neighbor, are you sure, man? Like, I mean, I guess I'll look in the shed. And that'll do it for me, Eric. Passing it off to you for the
Very
wholesome round.
nice. Very nice. Very nice. I'm just going to stall for one more very nice.
Very nice. Very demure. I don't know
Time
what
to
the
do the
fuck demure
wholesome
means.
round one. And as always, pretty. Oh, here we go. Yes. Sorry, I've been looking for a setting, and I'm so happy to have found it. Hey, one last animal story that I forgot about. Santa Cruz surfer says that a sea otter nipped at her foot and then took her surfboard. Took it for 20 minutes.
That's his surfboard now.
He nipped at it, huh? Did he tuck it? Never mind.
I don't know. All I know is sea otter 1, human being 0.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I know, right? Best and worst of Twitter, too. Friend of the show, Ibsen Moy, has this little conversation from Sethan Leahy. Says, me, oh, wow, this shop has everything my heart desires. Spooky shopkeeper, yes, I will warn you, every item comes with a price. Me, yes, I know how shops work. Kitty Dizade says, spooky shopkeeper, the price may be more than you expect to pay. Me, yes, I know how U.S. taxes work, too. Shopkeeper, increasingly exasperated. I'm trying to tell you that I'm evil, offering these wares with no regard for the harm they will do. Me, also increasingly exasperated. I know what capitalism is. Best and worst of Twitter, too, making a second appearance in the show with a post from Sebastian Hertzfeld, who has reposted Kate Lister. Still can't believe we grew up being told that old women living alone in the woods with their cats and eating anyone who bothered them were wicked. Those bitches were geniuses. Rachel replies, the cannibalism does give me pause.
Pause. Just pause.
Kate says, you have to commit, Rachel. Hey, laughing librarian, TD, help me out with this. Rosa is a picture of a beautiful McDonald's girl standing in front of the menu there behind the counter. It says, Rosa's a red, Bitcoin's a token. I'm sorry, sir, but...
The fucking ice cream machine's broken.
And here I thought it was a joke about J.R. Token. Oh.
Here we have Garfield with a sign at the protest that says, I hate Mondays and fascism.
Word.
That was pretty good. I gotta switch to...
I mean, but Mondays have Raw, so and football.
Okay,
I
sure.
mean, there's redeeming qualities to a Monday.
Sure. All right, just a couple more. Tonight, there is a comet. It's going to pass just 0.15 million kilometers from Earth. That is closer than the moon. So, what? Somebody's saying you can't see it. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, well, rare
No, you
comet.
can't see it.
All right, scratch that one. Friend of the show, Steve Townsend. Dan, if you has a picture of a cat yawning, says, if you love someone...
Can't see that either.
What?
Yeah, we're still stuck on Garfield.
You know, obviously, I'm still looking at Garfield.
Well, that sucks. All right, take two. And then I'm wrapping it up because it's a quick one. Take 2 on round 1. I'll edit this in post. Friend of the show, Steve, has a picture of a yawning cat. Says, if you love someone, set them free. If you hate someone, set them free. Basically, set everyone free and get a cat. People are stupid.
Right.
As my cat was just moving my phone with her face.
Oh, this one got a ton of, look at this. This reached like 628 people. Just a picture of one of these black bloc Proud Boy types at, I think the last protest, but he's got a sweatshirt that's got a hammer and sickle in the red canceled out circle, you know, with a line through it. And it's labeled anti-Antifa. And somebody's captioned it, yeah, now reduce your fraction. Math jokes in the wholesome round. Here we have a picture of a duck on the back of another duck. Just caption, you know, they don't have to get wet, but they do.
Yay.
Yeah, I was like, you know, I've been there. Oh, and TD, I wanted to ask you about this one. Breaking news, ICE has spent 700% more on weapons, and what they bought is terrifying. I was just wondering, as a person with military experience, if you could tell me, if you could imagine a domestic security scenario where you would need guided missile warheads.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I thought so.
You
Guided missile.
You only need that if you're defending a forward position in a foreign land.
Let me just do it. Was it? Yeah. No. Okay, so missile, yeah, guided missile warheads.
Good night.
Okay, cool. Good way to end the wholesome round.
Yeah, with trauma.
Ah! Sorry. Okay. Well, I thought maybe you'd have something funny.
Hi guys. I'm gonna take over now because Sizemore is trying to make me go back to therapy again today. We're gonna do that
Okay,
thing I also do. We're also gonna do that other thing I do when I show up. TD's often imitated. Wait, no, that's not it. Oh yeah, the inebriated round. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, I know you are, buddy. I believe in you, bud.
Okay. Boom. TD's round 2.
Yay! Okay. Okay, that we need to go one forward. This was the end of round 1.
God, we're gonna do everything.
There you go. Friend of the show, you know him, you love him. Correct.
Oh, Colt.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Colt. I'm inebriated. Spoilers. It says reportedly RFK Jr. has spent years replacing his skin with foreskin grafts to protect himself from autism. And we have an old picture of RFK where he actually kind of looks like a Kennedy, and now we have him currently where he does look like a puckered butthole.
Oh my God. My favorite Kennedy post.
Okay, moving on.
Was I have autism and I took Tylenol and now I'm pregnant.
By the way, puckered butthole was the name of my ska punk band in junior high. Friend of the show, Dark History Horicon, this November 8th and 9th at the Orpheum here in Champaign. Please go to it. My wife's going to be selling stuff. Go buy things. It has a picture of friend of the show and George Crookshank lookalike, Vlad the Impaler.
God.
And it says Halloween yard decoration champion 1456 to 1462. Yeah, a Vlad the Impaler joke, baby. And
one's topping
backdoor George Crookshank joke.
It does look a lot like George.
Speaking of George, moving on.
Hey,
Friend of the show, and that's all. Shut the hell up. Friend of the show, and that's it. George H. Crookshank. God, I hate you, Sizemore. He reposed from One Bailey afternoon. It says, I said Taylor Swift's new album sucks, and I didn't even get a single death threat from a Swiftie. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, right?
I laugh so hard at that one. All right, moving on. Spooky Souls, I don't know. It's got a picture of some yard decorations of Ghostface, Chucky, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers sitting around a white table with some blood on it, and a sign that just says, "Those teenagers deserved it. Change our minds."
Nice.
I like it. I like it. Moving on. Friend of the show, Stoners Only. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Just says Taco Bell is selling fries, Burger King is selling tacos, KFC is putting Cheetos on chicken sandwiches. I knew we shouldn't have legalized marijuana. I love all that shit, by the way. Moving on. A friend of the show, Joe the Animal. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Joe.
Says, I once got into trouble for building sandcastles with my grandma. My parents put the ashes back in the urn and took it away.
Oh.
Love you, Joe.
Damn, that took me a second.
If you knew Joe, you'd understand why it's so funny. Friend of the show, couldn't do half my shit without him. Puns.
Hey.
Says, wife, please stop eating so much salt. Me, why? Wife, too much sodium can lead to high blood pressure, heart attacks, and strokes. Me, so you're saying too much sodium is assault with a deadly weapon. Wife, pours more salt on my food. Yeah. All right, moving on.
Oh my God.
For the show, love them. Again, hi guys, how y'all doing? Pot smoking atheists who love dogs.
Close friends.
Close friends of the show.
So many
It says, found this pic of me in a Christmas play and realized my parents gave me a bong to take as a gift for baby Jesus. It's 3 little kids, about 10 years old, dressed as the wise dudes from the Bible story. And they're holding all their little gifts, frankincense, myrrh, and marijuana, because that is totally a bong that big kid in the middle's got. I think I saw that on Amazon last week. All right.
I think he kind of looks like you in kindergarten, TD.
Does.
You know, I was actually rail thin until I was like 12. I looked like a freaking scarecrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I was always the tallest sumbitch in class, but other than that. All right, moving on. Wrapping up the inebriated round 2 there. We got friend of the show, Dumb Bitch Juice.
Oh, Dumb Bitch Juice. I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a minute. They reproposed from Zach Seiblerberg. Yeah. Says, if I could just permanently ratatouille, if I could be permanently ratatouille'd, I would. Just relinquish all control and let the rat do it. I'm done.
Done.
I mean, spoiler alert, I'm not alone under this beanie. All right, and that's all I got for round 2, the inebriated round, because guess what? Yup.
Yeah.
Over to you, Brain.
Oh, crap.
All
How do I
right.
stop?
Oh, and congratulations. We've just had our 5,000th meltdown on the show. Congratulations, everybody. We did it.
Oh,
All right.
Ew.
I think I commandeered the chair here.
thank you.
Do you see my meme?
Yes.
Yeah, we got it.
All right, we have a daily dose of hip hop with the kid from the Sixth Sense, and he
Oh,
says,
yeah.
"I listen to dead people." It shows a picture of Tupac, Biggie Smalls, Easy E, Big Pun, Big L, Oh Dirty Bastard, DMX, and I think that's Nate Dogg. They're the best, and it says they're still the best. I've got a few more that I would add in there. I just wanted to highlight this because Big L's been dead since like before the 2000s. I'm pretty sure he died in the 90s. And he's finally getting a posthumous album releasing on October 31st. Yes, that's Halloween. So, yeah, I had to highlight this shit. And yes, a lot of dead rappers are way better than the shit we got now. Shouts out to Sean Price, Cool Nut, and Hitman. And Mr. C, Mac Dre. All right, SpongeBob lovers. I'm trying to fucking not distract myself here. It says me, and it shows a picture of Patrick Star grabbing one of the fishes that like to reside inside a Bikini Bottom eating burgers at SpongeBob's job. I don't watch that much, but I watched enough. It says sometimes I just want to grab somebody, and Star is looking very, very frustrated, holding that person to the left of them. And then all of a sudden on panel 2, yeet! He tosses that motherfucker to the right. Yeah, sometimes I do just want to grab somebody and toss the fuck out of them.
I feel this.
You work with tossably sized people, though, don't you?
Those are not the ones I want to toss, though. It's the ones I... All right. We're gonna have to talk about how it's more easier to relate to kids that are a little crazy than it is to relate to adults that are pretty sane. So we're gonna go with Swarup Biswas. I don't know what the fuck that says. This picture is labeled Shawn Michaels and Rhea Ripley.
That is.
However, it seems to be Marilyn Manson, and from what I read in the comments, could be Iggy Pop.
Iggy
Yes,
Pop,
that's Iggy Pop.
All right.
which we played earlier tonight. Weird coincidence. You and me
Nice.
both bringing Iggy.
I hate how much this picture makes sense.
It does. It does. I did it just for you, TD. I was like, I hope TD's here this week.
Oh, I thank you so much.
All right. Story stores. I didn't follow. So let's move on. Bally.exe at Bally the Legend writes, lollipops are so fucking weird. You like flavor your own spit and then drink it. And
Ew.
Story Store says, I was having a good day before I read this.
Word.
That's how I felt too. Somebody named Pizza Cake Comic put, do you really want your tax dollars going to feed someone else's kids? And they write, yes, 1000% yes, I want my taxes to help feed hungry kids. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Yes. What? Why does that hurt you?
Right. BDP memes unhinged. And this I'm glad I already had this one in, but it's almost a callback to something one of you guys said earlier. But this one says a squirt gun filled with tuna water would be pretty devastating.
I mean, fair enough.
Oh, yeah. Ew.
It's like, how do you wash that off?
Yeah.
Donnie Darko posts somebody with Asian lettering, so I can't read their name. So we're just gonna say Donnie Darko said, "Remove K from kick and put the first letter of your name." And Donnie Darko writes, "My name is Donnie, and I don't like this game." Dad jokes. I didn't follow them. I follow enough dad joke pages. Okay, I'm getting them mixed up. I just didn't know this one with Bob's Burgers as the face. But Bob's Burgers dad jokes as the face says, "How much space do fungi need to grow?" As mushroom as possible.
Right.
The darker side of memes. Here we have a silhouette of a black spider with the moon or the sunset behind it. It's looking all cool with it focused in on the spider, and the sunset's all faded out in the background. It says, "If you're cold, they're cold." But don't worry though, they're already in the house.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Fuck you, toll-free call. I don't know why people are calling me right now.
Oh, man, nobody's called me yet.
Drop the most recent meme hits. I hit rock bottom, and then it just shows the star. Adds geologist to resume.
Ah.
Funny fact is that I did a geology class, and my AA is in social sciences, and then on an application it asked me which social science, and it lists geology and geography, and I was like, neither one of those. I've got no fucking clue. You know what I mean? And so I hope there's more social sciences than that. I don't know. I'm a math guy, so when they said they'll put science on my diploma, I was like, great, sign me up. Anyways, classic art memes has a picture of maybe the Last Supper, I guess. This is one of those religious paintings with Jesus and everybody's looking around him like, what can we do for you, sire? And it says, nobody talks about Jesus' miracle of having 12 close friends in his 30s.
Right.
No shit.
There you are.
And this one's the last one for me. This one's creative ideas. And it says, the Simpsons have done it again. And we all know that the Simpsons love to predict everything. And it shows a picture of two yellow hands opening a wallet with nothing in it. And all of a sudden it shows my wallet with nothing in it. Fuck! I hate you, Simpsons. Passing
Simpsons
it off
did it
to
again.
you, Eric.
Simpsons did it first. Hilarious.
That goddamn Matt Groener or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yep. Graining? I don't know.
Groaning? I don't know.
Oh, we got a lot of names in America. All right. Welcome to round 2, the irreverent round. Doing something a little different. It was no Kings this weekend, and dude, everything that I posted that got the mosted was an Act 2 item. This is something that just happened to me, and I just thought of it. It's like I spoke to a person that didn't realize the president spray tans.
Oh my God.
We truly live in different worlds. And like the only theory I can come up with is it's an older man. Maybe he hasn't learned to see makeup. Have you ever known men that they don't learn to see makeup? They finally see a woman without makeup and they're like, ah, they just never realized. They just never saw it. So anyway, I don't know. That was one of my most popular posts. This one got tons of traffic. The American Revolution was a no Kings rally, Jimmy Kimmel. And the shot from Boise, which again was quite striking. I was really blown away by Boise, which is weird. Good music coming out of Boise. Boise's a fun place. But mostly it was great because I've got this right-wing nut that just likes to go on and say fake AI. Anyway, then people got angry and posted. There's like literally a million clips. This one also got my right-wing nut MAGA chud in here too. Occupy Democrats posted, breaking Trump humiliated, all caps, as official attendance for No Kings rallies across America tops 7 million, the largest in U.S. history. That is actually not true, but it triggered them. So it was, truthy enough. Here's a photo from Urbana. This is the wind down. If you didn't make it to Urbana, this is like the last gasp of the thing, because I showed up at the end just before it was like, you want to get some food? Actually, I think we went and saw Lorene. Lorene had a pop-up shop at the IMC. There was a concert, cool little rock and girl band up on stage, and arts and crafts and stuff. But as we were walking away, this was the last gasp. Solid, tons of frogs, death to fascism. Got the LGBTQ flags, got the Free Palestine flags, resist signs, people on rollerblades, people on scooters. They're having a good time. Good time. About 4,000 of us out there. Oh, this was just a fun one for me. Today, I learned the collective noun for a group of frogs is an army. Ah. Ah. Oh, here's a sign. Fuck Trump, his whole cabinet, Elon, ICE, and the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah,
It's got a nice rhythm to it.
it really flows.
Here's a sign that said he's more burger than king.
Word.
A lot of favorite signs. This one says, it's not our fault his dad didn't love him.
Oh.
Okay, that hurts.
I know, fucking awesome. I just love that, like, a good protest will bring out all the art. Like Americans are good at art. OMG SKR blue check marks has a pregnant woman holding her belly with a sign that says, the worst thing about being pregnant is knowing it makes JD Vance happy. JD and Eli, yeah, oof, yeah, good point. Here's a nice picture of Stephen Miller. I know it looks like an anal polyp because it does seem to be in an anus, but it is a picture of Stephen Miller. And it says, deport Stephen Miller back to Satan's butthole. I like the color scheme, though. This is the Facebook for the Blind color scheme for those of you who don't see color, by the way. And I mean, it looks like my high school record album cover.
Yeah.
Moving on. Stephen Miller, of course, his wife was in an interview, and Katie Miller confessed that she's struggling to adjust to married life. She says, Stephen and I like different types of food, so mealtimes can be quite fraught. I favor Italian and Chinese, whereas Stephen likes to eat live rodents. I'm still getting used to that. Purportedly, live rodents and mayonnaise are all that man consumes, according to his wife. According to his wife. I mean,
Oh.
why would she say that?
Ew.
Here's a nice sign of the tangerine toddler wearing a crown. It said, does this ass make my country look small?
Yo.
Here's somebody who has used all the colored leaves on the street to arrange fuck Donald Trump.
Oh, I love this time of year.
So remember, if you don't have a lot of markers, you don't want to spend any money at Michael's, there are leaves. You could just arrange some leaves. Maybe take some syrup to stick it to the guy. I don't know. This sign says, honk if you're not in the Epstein files.
No.
Beautiful. Beautiful work, America. I approve. Here we have the Tin Man, the Lion, and the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz. And the Tin Man sign says, ice has no heart. And the Lion says, GOP has no courage. Scarecrow says, Trump has no brain.
I love it.
And Tiffany Fong, right-wing influencer, has posted, if your boyfriend is at a No Kings rally, that's your girlfriend. And Auntie Smartassy claps back, if your boyfriend went to Trump rallies, that's your first cousin.
Oh.
Yeah.
You cousin fucker. And that has wrapped up an ostensibly second round. Oh my gosh. So, self laugh. I'm all out of breath and stuff. Back to TD for an ostensibly tertiary third and penultimate round.
Yeah, time for the panoramic traducking round.
The paradigmatic
Round
trio rounds.
round three, the third one. Hey, move one more meme. This was the end of the last round. There we go. Cartoons and Weed Unleashed, friend of mine, friend of everybody.
Hey,
Says everyone's out here with human friends, me, and it's Homer Simpson with a bunch of crows on his head and arms. It says, "Look, I've made some friends." I feel this so much. All
is that
right.
the Johnny Darko therapist who's like, real friends or internet friends?
Internet friends. Once again, my friends over at Pot Smoking Atheists who love dogs.
Hey,
It's the Bernie Sanders meme, and it says, "I'm once again asking you for the address of the house giving out free edibles because I have been looking for that motherfucker for a while. Because who is out here giving away their eddies for free? Come on, folks, use a brain."
dude, I've been telling that one on stage too, and I'm like, I'm really hoping that goes away.
Oh, you knew it was coming in front of the show. You know him, you love him, see him at poker on Friday. Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. It's a picture of Tom from Tom and Jerry, but he's got a Roman Legionnaire helmet on. It says, "When the hippie Jewish carpenter you literally just crucified is walking around talking to people."
Wow. He does give annoyed dad with the paper. Wow.
Right. The paper really sold it. Back to back, you know him, you love him, Satan. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
It says, boomers, after living long, healthy lives and starting families in a house they could easily afford. And here we got Carl Fredrickson, that old grumpy guy who I aspire to be when I grow up from Up, and his house is floating away. It says, "I got mine. Fuck you. Maybe you should just work hard like I did and stop eating avocado toast."
I
I think that's a direct. I think that's a direct quote from my grandma. All right, moving on. Midnight Ramblings of Insomniacs, new friend of the show.
Hey, buddy.
They got a picture here, and it just says, "Am I a dog or cat person? Dude, are you an inhale or exhale person? Just hand me a fluffy creature so I can talk to it in a weird voice." Like, it could be a groundhog. I'd still like talking to it weird too. Useless, unsuccessful, and/or unpopular wrestling memes. New acquaintance.
Hey.
It says, "Bully, LOL. Why don't you try to roast me back? Quiet kid. If you want my comeback, you'll have to scrape it off your mom's face." And it's a picture. It says "rest of the class," and it's Becky Lynch looking very indignant and very like flabbergasted. That's the proper word, flabbergasted. So yeah,
gobsmacked.
There you go. Oh, I like that one. All right, moving on.
Oh,
hey, some dumbass named Andrew Teedy.
Hey, don't call my friend that.
He's a prick. I posted this about 6. I posted this about 6 years ago. It says, "I want to be extremely clear about this. Crab Rangoon. I never don't want Crab Rangoon.
True.
It has never been a bad or inappropriate time for Crab Rangoon.
True.
I will never be displeased by receiving Crab Rangoon. At no point in my life will you ever be like, no, thank you. I don't want any Crab Rangoon right now."
Dude, I was trying to come up with something, an exception to this, and I was like, maybe if I was in the sauna, and I was like, no, that'd be awesome.
I'd be okay with it. I'd be okay. Yeah, I'm down.
I'd eat them quicker because I didn't want them to get ruined by the steam.
Right. Well, you know, Brain did this one earlier, so you know, Woo Crane ain't nothing to fuck with. Moving on.
Dude, we need some kind of a prize for when we overlap because it's weird.
No shit. This is a post that I actually did in the group. I'm marijuanaed right now and have no idea what's going on. It's a picture of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Look, he's taking a long drag of some kind of cigarette-looking apparatus, and he looked baked like a Toll House cookie.
Oh
yeah, very, very philosophical.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, "Your bed is a shelf for your body when you're not using it." And since I didn't have the ability to crop this out because I was in a hurry tonight, some lady took this as an opportunity to flirt with her partner by going, "Hey, I like your body shelf." All right, moving on.
Jinkies.
Hey.
And this will be the last one I got for round 3, the third round. This comes from Thunder Dungeon, who reposts from Nerd Dungeon. Maybe they're neighbors. It says, when my brain goes on a little adventure instead of attending the conversation I am having, and it's one of the penguins from Madagascar looking just wasted. And it's also got like a fuzzy overlapping superimposition of said same cracked out looking zoned out penguin
Reminds me
thing.
when Jerry would get clapped in the head and he would see
Yeah.
wow 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 wow.
But yeah, anyone that's ever seen me make this exact look, I apologize because I'm just struggling to maintain.
Oh
There's
God,
a couple people there are a couple people in the dais tonight that's seen this look.
I can't not see you as a penguin.
All right, that's all I got for round 3, the thirdish round. Over to you, Brian.
Oh my God.
All right. Let's fire this thing up. We're going to start off with Ari Gold, an inappropriate guest on Sesame Street. And here we have Orthol James Simpson chilling with Elmo. And in the background, you got Grover looking weird and Oscar the Grouch in his trash can. And we just have Elmo saying, "Oh, it's for O.J. Simpson."
Oh shit.
Bro, no.
Our 49ers, here we go again, TD. Current situation. We just have an AI cartoon of a miner, but that miner has a 49ers hat on his miner helmet, a 49ers symbol on his lamp, and a 49ers symbol on his pickaxe, and one that's broken on the floor. And he is banged up and taped up and just eye patch. And yes, the 49ers are down to like their 5th string receivers, and I don't know how all these injuries. Like, yeah, it's Kyle Shanahan and his damn Illuminati sacrifices to keep Christian McCaffrey healthy. So we got to get a blood sacrifice every game, I guess. So we're gonna move on. MEMES, Greg Asdorian posts. Do we have a doctor here? Yes, I'm a doctor. What's your specialty? I'm a doctor in mathematics. My friend here is dying. Aha, -1.
Oh damn.
Bruh.
Damn.
Bruh.
Got you, fam. -1. Anyways, Comedy Writers Guild. Somebody named Brian Lewis invited me. I don't know if I joined, but Ashley at XO Ashley98 said, instead of paying $200 a month on cable, buy a plane ticket. Go see what you're watching. And Noah at Noah SF says, what plane goes to Bikini Bottom? Quincy Octavia says, Malaysia Flight 370, if I remember correctly.
Damn.
Dude. Yeah.
Tomedy 601, my homies. Shouts out to Steve K. And this one just is like a poster that says, are you there, God? I'm out of weed money.
Hallelujah.
Thunder Dragon, please forgive me if I did this one last week. I don't think I did, but Nostalgia Dungeon posts a picture of it's Shredder and Krang. But somebody did some photoshopping here and photoshopped the dad's face in as Shredder. Mom's face is on the head of the body of the robotic body of Krang, and in where the Krang brain is a picture of their ultrasound, and it says, at 15 weeks pregnant, my wife finally let us announce on Facebook, but she was not happy with my announcement.
Oh no.
I applaud this gentleman. When is his funeral so I know where to send the flowers?
Yeah.
I did a meme a couple of weeks ago that said people you just know you'd be friends with, and it was like an old man holding 2 fish eyes over his eyes, and
Oh yeah.
this man here is also somebody that I don't know who this guy is, but I know we're friends.
Oh yeah.
15 years ago on this day, it was actually about a week ago, but I posted, this was a real life conversation, and I had a fucked up ankle at the time, and right now I'm on my cane with a fucked up hip and back. But yeah, I was running for the bus or hopping for the bus, and some dude just said, "Hey, dude," or it says "dude," and he said, "Hey, hop along. What happened to your ankle?" Me, don't worry about it. I bet I can stand on it long enough to kick you in the head. And the dude looked at me and was like, "True, but if you don't knock me out, you fucked." And I was like, "You right, truce." And he gave me a fist bump, and I got on that bus. He helped hold the bus for me. It was a cool moment. I'm glad we used to be able to have talks like that and still come up with truths, because these days that guy probably would have stabbed me. All you can eat, post a picture of some red chili peppers chilling on a vine. And it says, "How do you measure how heavy a red hot chili pepper is?"
What?
The answer is, give it away. Give it away. Give it away now.
Oh,
Way is
God.
spelled
I actually want to like that. But I want to like that, but I can't.
Yeah.
Give it away. Give it away. Give it away.
It's not going to get any funnier, Brain.
Right. My homie, Kyle Render, the owner of the longest running VR comedy club in virtual reality, he posted, "I only have one political joke. Fuck you."
Huh.
I agree, Kyle. And on that post, we have Chris Maku, who goes by Disco Genius. And it's a two-panel picture of somebody standing way off on a deserted island yelling, "Fuck you!" And then somebody on the shore also yelling, "Fuck you!" And then friend of the show, Corey Showtime Robinson, writes, "What a coincidence! All my political jokes are fuck you." Here we've got a 4-panel. I must have when I had to click on this to screenshot it, it deleted whose meme it was, but I think it was the boys memes. And here we have a picture of how U.S. history is taught, and it is Captain America and Superman.
Yep.
And in the bottom we have how U.S. history actually happened, and that Captain America is now Soldier Boy and Homelander from The Boys.
Yeah.
Which if you know, you know, The Boys is a parody showing that superheroes ain't shit, and neither is the world.
Oh, dude, yeah. And if you don't know, don't watch it. You'll need therapy. It's so...
the comic books are worse. Don't read them.
Oh,
Yeah, they
God,
are. They are.
Why do we do this?
And shouts out to Gen V, which airs tonight at midnight. So I'll be staying up late. Anyways, the RR, I didn't follow them. They wrote fucking Gary. That's because Fat Gandalf at So Far So Good wrote Chief Paleontologist. So I need a name for this giant prehistoric shark. And Gary shouts out, "How about Megalodon?" Chief, that's a badass name. Me, crumpling up my note that says C-Rex. Fuck you, Gary.
Yeah.
C-Rex. Somebody named Guy Brandon Rulo. I don't know if that says Guy or Geeg. It's Gigh. I hope I'm saying your name right. But he asks, has anyone eaten, and it's an emoji of a camel. Has anyone eaten camel before?
Mm.
Ethan Hughes writes, only the toe.
Oh my.
I approve of that. That's a good joke.
There may or may not be a person in the dais that's eating camel.
I don't want to talk about this.
I am not surprised.
I was deployed.
I wanted to end with that one, but since this round had a stabbing theme, we're going to end with Nick Antonion, and it says, this is peak comedy, and we have one AI bro holding his hands up with another AI bro who's balding with a hoodie and has a knife in his hand. The guy holding his hands up is labeled Bart, and the guy with the knife is labeled Bartender. Yeah, so that's starting and ending my round with stab jokes, because oh, that's right, O.J. Simpson.
Oh,
call back,
tying it all together in an OJ bow. Wow, I did not See that coming.
Oh, man, I need to go back to therapy.
All right, going into the third round, the ostensibly tertiary round, leaving only our post with the most. Hey, forgot to give a shout out, and Diane even reminded me. Happy Back to the Future Day. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to get your collective reaction. So if you got your cameras and microphones on, Katie's never seen Back to the Future.
Oh, Katie.
The fuck?
Katie, I will watch them with you.
I know.
I must help you through this.
I know. I was like looking at it, so we got to wrap this show
We're
up
gonna-
really
We
quick.
should go back to the future to let her younger self watch it, and then now she
Yeah,
just got
yeah,
all the
yeah.
memories flooding in.
All right, moving on. You just mentioned Corey Showtime Robinson, and I remembered this one.
Yeah.
It's an avatar Corey laying in the grass, and it says, I saw a cat on the subway yesterday. New York City's so expensive, even the bodega cat's got a morning commute. Corey, I love you, buddy.
Oh, not the bodega
Right.
cats.
Neurodivergent Rebel, and for serious, like if you're not following Neurodivergent Rebel, you are missing out.
Is that Carmen
Got a
already?
post here of a speech by our vice president. It says, I've been asked many times, why did you want to run for and become vice president? I wanted to serve Donald. And the Lincoln Project is just not serve America, not serve the people, to serve Donald. So I'm picturing him on his knees.
Wasn't that the name of a Twilight Zone episode?
Yes, to serve Donald. It's a cookbook. Anyway, Occupy Democrats with another No King sign. It says, at this point, you'd have to pay me not to protest.
Dude.
This one's really good. It says, you sucked in Home Alone 2. Friend of the show, the best and worst of Twitter 2, has a post from Alexandra Vialexis, who has a post from Stanzi Potenza. The year is 2048. My clanker husband and I are using our brain implants to watch the news while eating a bowl of microplastics. The MAGA loyalists have started their own country and look to Donald Trump's corpse for guidance. RFK Jr.'s brainworm has been elected president of the United States. Mu Deng goes on a comeback tour. Moving on, Neurodivergent Rebel, friend of the show, has a repost from friend of the show, James Fell. Said, name one racist thing Charlie Kirk said is the mating call of the common, pasty, bigoted shitbird. Best and worst of Twitter 2 with a post from Sebastian Hersfeld. He reposts Wraith Lafrance. Says, there are too many different types of Beatles for God not to be at least on the spectrum. Wraith comments after 57,000 likes. It's going to be so funny when I get sent to hell for calling God autistic. What are you in for, Wraith? Oh my God, the FAFO crowd absolutely loved this. This guy protested and then proceeded to somebody snatched his sunglasses and ran off with them, and he ran through the crowd and ended up falling down twice. And somebody did a 3-panel and labeled it, these edibles ain't shit. And then 20 minutes later.
Been there, homie.
A lot of people, yeah, theoretically, I don't like Schadenfreude, but in real life, oh my God, if you fall down and it's justified, it's fantastic. So this was the famous sequence and the video went viral. And then somebody made a bronze plaque of it. Breaking, City of Denver has erected a lifelike bronze sculpture titled Sonic Boomer right in front of a major city street. Hashtag no kings, hashtag faceplant. Dude, I'm not even gonna talk about it. Sorry. Woo. Hey, here we have a post from The Onion, picture of a coelacanth. Researchers determined coelacanth faked own extinction to escape massive gambling debt.
Effective tactique.
Okay. The Leslie Garr says the fact that the Louvre heist didn't take place at dawn, but at the very reasonable hour of 9:30 a.m. shows that even the French jewel thieves have a better work-life balance than us.
Yo.
Posted by Fight for a Union. If you're not following Fight for a Union, how are you going to get the bulletins for the revolution? Friend of the show, John Palvovitz, does a chef's kiss on this sign. Woman holding it says, "Not today, spray tan."
Hey.
Dude.
Nicely separated with the letters, so it does say Satan, but also spray tan. Well done.
Bravo.
And got to be getting close to getting to the end here. Friend of the show, Chad Oppitz. Did you guys happen to see the Chad Oppitz post? Did y'all see this? I know a lot of us met him back in the Zoom comedy days. He is in the one-liner madness competition in Los Angeles and edited getting up to the final four. So, Chad, I wish you the best of luck. He gets up and says, "I'm going to open up a donkey burger restaurant and call it Ass to Mouth." And that has been my tertiary round, leaving only my post at the most for this 229th episode of Facebook for the Blind. TD, are you good to go?
Yeah.
All right. And now the final round of posts with the most. Starting off with Class Squatch.
Yeah, that's me. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is something I posted a while back, so I just had a random picture of it here. It says, if only my bank account was as high as I am right now, I'd be rich. And that's my post with the most, folks.
Brain, what you got?
All right. 3 weeks in a row, I got to brag because I not only did Cobbs once this week, I did it twice. I got to do the roast battle against my buddy Spencer Devine. We called it Hugs and Haymakers because the first time we met, we had a hug, and then we've been hugging ever since. It was something weird. I don't remember what it was about, but it was cool. I got to be in the Cobbs green room where they had a picture. They had these cartoon pictures of a bunch of comedians. My favorite was Patrice O'Neal, and it says a quote from him. It says, "I like to be loved or hated. I don't like mediocre. So I'd rather have the entire crowd hate me than have 90% hate me." Patrice O'Neal. That was fucking dope. And cool. Even though I cheated to do 3 pictures, during that battle, I wore the same shirt that I'm wearing here at the Comedy Chateau, which is a purple Hawaiian shirt with some green leaves. It is light purple lavender with some orange hibiscus flowers. And Spencer Devine called me a sweet Maui onion bag of chips and beat me. So congrats to him. And I would never look at that shirt the fucking same, but I had the time of my life, knocked it off my bucket list, got to do Cobbs and be called a Hawaiian snack at the same time. It was amazing.
Freaking glorious.
What you posted the most there.
Oh my God. And the same exact color scheme as our logo.
Yes.
If we wrapped Brain in this, oh, that's hilarious. I'm so happy. My post with the most was just my collection of photographs from the ICE protest in Urbana. So me with lots of my friends and this guy whose shirt says "fuck Nazis." So I was like, yeah, fuck Nazis. I think we all agree on that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good, but I wanted to go with the funniest thing, and the funniest thing was this image of the tangerine toddler, and it said, "If only a closed mind came with a closed mouth." I was like, yes, with the little prayer hand emojis, like, yes, please, please, God, that would be great. Well, that, I believe, wraps up our entire episode. All of the constitutional requirements have been fulfilled. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to episode 229 for October 21st, 2025. To all of you out there in TV land, we love you.
Love you, George.
Love you, Beverly.
Yeah, I love you, Beverly.
Recording stopped.
Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.